Hello, good evening. Happy Sunday. I hope you had a wonderful Sunday and you rested well. Those of you that have been working throughout the week, get time to rest and then recover uh, and also dust off some stress, some stressors and all of that. Oh, I'm happy to welcome all of you for today's training. We are on the 1 month free professional training uh, in peace and conflict management. And today is our day 16 of the training. We are happy that you are part of the training. So thank you for taking time to be part of today's training. It has been a wonderful time learning together. So we are delighted to welcome all of you here. And for those of you that have been so committed, Mr. Paul, please, I was doing something. That's why I busy your call. I was trying to see how I can put things together to come up. So the call was coming, it was kind of distraction. So that's why I ended the call. So bear with me, please. So it wasn't intentional. So, but I would like to welcome all of you for today's training. Our 1 month free professional diploma training in peace and conflict management. We have been providing this kind of training for some time now. Started in July with PACE education, and then today we are here doing peace and conflict management after we have done several other courses like emotional intelligence. We have done courses like alternative dispute resolution. We have done courses like peace and sustainable development. So we are here for peace and conflict management. So I would like to especially welcome you on behalf of the Governing Council of the Institute of Global Peace and Conflict Management. And for those of you that have been committed and dedicated in participating in this training, I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. So, welcome all of you. Professor Leek, welcome. And Prashan, all the way from India, you are welcome. And then all of you here in Nigeria are all welcome. We are delighted to have all of you to join us today. For those of you that you are here to get your certificate on peace and sustainable development, please bear with us. We made payment for the renewal of our website, but they created two codes. So the guy used a former code instead of the current one. So they did not notice his payment. So it's becoming a matter of you can get your certificate. So there's no reason to worry for any reason. So once the website is up, you'll get your certificate. That is just what happened. So we hope that the matter will be resolved soon so that you get your certificate. So don't worry. And those of you that your ATR certificate is still pending, just hold on. Once the site is up, I know we have issued certificates for almost everybody, but a few are still remaining that are yet to get their certificate. So once the site is up, we'll get you your certificate and you continue from there. So thank you very much for taking time to join this training. You can do way to share the link with someone, inviting them to also participate in this training. Let them know that this training is for free and they can do it for free without paying anything. So They will pay only their time and their data. That's all. But apart from that, no payment, no cost at all. Yeah. Thank you very much. So today we'll be looking at conflict in the 21st century. All right. Conflict in the 21st century. All right. That's what we'll be looking at today. Conflict in the 21st century. The nature of what kind of conflicts that we are having in the 21st century and what we are going to consider here today. All right. So you see, the conflict in the 21st century is different from conflict in the 19th century, in fact, in the 15th century, in the 14th century. Do you understand? Where they used to fight with spears and cutlasses and all of that. Conflict in the 21st century is more advanced and technologically endowed, technologically inclined. You know, the conflict in the 21st century is being fought with fighter jets that can fire from long distance with accuracy, precision, AI technologically influenced weapons or weaponry. And then we'll talk about the ballistic missiles, talk about the Panasonic missiles, we'll talk about so many other, technologically infused uh, weaponry, and of course, talk about the drones that are used for fighting. Do you understand? Talk about the biological weapons, talk about the chemical weapons, talk about the nuclear weapons, talk about several of them. So the war or conflict in 21st century are complex and very, very, you know, uh, tough, conflicts. So it's not something that in those days we used to use, you know, sometimes people use camel even to go and fight. People use horses to go and fight with spears, knives, sword, and all of that. No, conflict in the 21st century is not fought like that, right? We have some even cyber technological uh, war weaponries that are being used to attack. You understand? So it's more of an advanced situation now compared to what happened in previous centuries. 21st century war is different. You understand? And it's not looking like it's going to go down. More technological advancement is coming up. You understand? We are in the days of AI now. You understand? Where uh, birds are being, you see a bird, but it's not a bird. It's a monitoring device. Do you understand? It's built to your own area and it's monitoring. Do you understand? So it's not a bird, but if it's sitting, you will not know that it's a monitoring device. You'll be thinking it's just a normal bird. It's not a normal bird. Do you understand? So many technologies happening. Do you understand? So this is the kind of situation we are in, and this is the time we are in now. Do you understand? So this kind of rules are fighting now. But the question to ask is, why are we bent on producing all of this weaponry when we are advocating for peace? When we are talking about peace, do you understand? Yeah, somebody say if you want peace, you should prepare for war. But should we prepare for war by developing Panasonic missiles, ballistic missiles, nuclear weapons? Is that what we want to hear? So that when we get a mad person in power one day, they will just use that nuclear weapons, biological weapons, and finish everybody. Is that what we want? Because one day madness will just enter somebody. Do you understand? And he will not even think twice and will detonate any of those devices, and anything can happen. Do you understand? So we end up destroying ourselves. Is that what we're saying? So why are we producing all those nuclear weapons if that is not the intention? You understand? If it's to show power, why spend so much billions of dollars just to develop a weapon and keep to show people that you are a powerful nation? Do you understand? Why should we measure our powerfulness in the military weaponry that we have in our position? Do you understand? So these things now. So the question is, and the very, 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 very nations that are promoting this kind of technology are advocating for peace. So what the question now to ask is, what kind of peace are they talking about? You cannot be talking about peace and you are producing machines, weapons, a fighter jet and sending to war zones. What do you mean by peace? Is that how you want the peace to be achieved? Then of course it is going to be a negative peace. Peace achieved at the cost of, or by the means of a barrel of gun is not a positive peace, it's a negative peace. And of course, it may not last. Do you understand? It may not be an enduring peace. It may not be an enduring peace. It may be a peace that will just last for a while and then conflicts will come back again. You understand? Because people may give up, like, okay, for instance, now Ukraine is willing to settle the differences or to, work towards the ending of the conflict. So at what gain? The question is at what gain? What is their gain in all of this? Now the question again is Ukraine really, really letting it go? Or is just a kind of, well, now I know at this point I'm not strong enough to fight this person, but I'll come back later. Let me go and strategize. Let me go and prepare. I'll come back for a revenge. Is that what we are experiencing? Or are they going for real? You understand? So, because sometimes when you want to fight, in those days when we used to fight, I used to fight too. When I was a young boy, I used to cause trouble. I get a point now. I used to cause trouble. Yeah, at my own level, not. So, if we meet someone that is stronger than us, what we do is that we ambush the person. Do you understand? So we behave as if we are defeated. We have no hope. So, but we target to go and hide in the bush somewhere and ambush the person. So when you are passing, we pounce on you and then show you what you will not believe. Do you understand? So in that way, we are able to, take a bunch of you. So that's how we used to defeat even strong people. Do you understand? So these are the issue. So what I'm saying is that is this kind of thing that Ukraine is trying to do, or they are really trying to say, let's go, let's forget about it. So this is the situation. All right. So we're talking about conflict in the 21st century. I would say this conflict is diverse and complex in nature. Do you understand? So let's look at some of the modern conflicts that we are experiencing. Let's look at types of conflicts in the modern era. So we talk about the armed conflict, armed conflict. That is interstate wars. This remain rare but not obsolete. Like we still have it now. Russia and Ukraine are still fighting. That's interstate war. Do you understand? So Iran firing missiles at Israel and Israel responding. So it's not really a full-fledged war, but there is a kind of a war going on there. Maybe we can say a cold war that's going on. You understand? But we cannot see what's happening in Gaza or in Palestine. Palestine is not a sovereign state yet, so we cannot say it's in interstate war. Do you understand? And what's happening in Lebanon, we cannot say it's an interstate war, although the thing is happening in Lebanon, but the target is not the Lebanese government, it's the Hezbollah. So it's like they are just fighting the terrorist groups. Do you understand? So all government, every government is just trying to be careful so that they will not be tagged as a terrorist government. Do you understand? So that's why maybe the government is also not too, you know, uh, too strong about uh, they are not taking a step, but the people are dying. Even civilians are dying. It's not only Hezbollahs are dying. Many people are dying. People are going through humanitarian, challenges. Do you understand? So, but it is not a status of interstate war. Do you understand? So that's why I want us to understand. But what's happening between Russia and Ukraine is an interstate war, right? So that is under armed conflict. We have seen that. Then we have civil wars, internal conflict, often linked to ethnic, religious, or ideological divisions. Yes, we have seen such kind of conflict in Syria. We have seen such kind of conflict in Yemen. We have seen such conflict in Nigeria. We have seen such conflict in mentioned they are going on in Central African Republic. They are going on in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Do you understand? Such conflicts are going on. Civil war, conflicts from within. Some fought their own and have retired. So what happened in Rwanda? We discussed Rwanda yesterday. In Liberia, in Sierra Leone. Do you understand? Had internal conflicts, civil wars. We talk about South Sudan. Such kind of conflicts are going on now. Talk about Sudan. It's going on now. These are civil war. You understand? So internal conflict, often linked to ethnic or religious or political or ideological uh, divisions. All right. So we talk about the asymmetric warfare. Asymmetric warfare. That is conflict between state actors and non-state groups, such as insurgencies and terrorism. So now what is happening between Israel and the Hamas, between Israel and the Hezbollah is what we are talking about now, asymmetric warfare. That is a conflict between a state and a group. So you know that a state is stronger than, that's what we call it asymmetric. When we talk about symmetric, there's a kind of unbalanced relationship. Are you talking about now? Unbalanced, equal, unbalanced, or unbalanced power. Do you understand? So you understand two ways that the state is more powerful than a particular groups. Do you understand? And then Nigeria suffer the issue of Boko Haram here. So these are the things I was talking about. So it was conflict against the Nigerian government. Do you understand? Boko Haram was a conflict against the Nigerian government, and they were able to be addressed. And then we have the one between Hamas and Israel, or Hezbollah and Israel going on. These are asymmetric warfare. You understand? Yes, because they are imbalanced. Imbalance means in the sense that they are not of equal status. This is a sovereign state and this is just a particular group. You understand? But when we are talking about symmetric, for instance, if it's a symmetric warfare, then we can say it's a kind of interstate, that is state versus state. But even in that, it will just be on the status of states, that is an independent state. But if not, even at the status of a state interstate conflict, you can still see an asymmetric relationship, like between Russia and Ukraine. You can know that Russia is more powerful than Ukraine. Do you understand? So these are the issues. So in this case, we can still say this is an asymmetric kind of warfare. Do you understand? even at the state level. So I don't really understand what I'm saying. So that is it. So so conflict between state actors and non-state groups such as insurgencies and terrorism is what we are talking about here. Now let's look at cyber conflict. Cyber what conflict? Cyber attacks on infrastructure, right? Institutions and individuals by states or groups for political or economic motives. Ransomware, election interferences. When INEC, INEC of Nigeria, the Independent Electoral, what do you call itself? Independent INEC, okay, Independent National Electoral Commission, right? 2020 general election, they were to deliver the election electronically. And what did they say? They said their portal was they were attempts over how many attempts, thousands of attempts to hack their website. That's what they were saying. Do you understand? So such kind of thing we are talking about here now. So an attack can come and destroy your website and everything is gone. You understand? Infrastructure gone. So cyber attacks are there, and they are real. They can affect, they can obstruct business operations. They can obstruct anything. They can obstruct food supply chain. You understand? They can interrupt international trade. Very, very powerful. Hybrid warfare. Hybrid what? Warfare. That is blending the conventional warfare, that is cyber attacks, propaganda, and economic coercions to achieve objectives. So disinformation campaigns in geopolitical rivalries, you understand? So just propaganda, the media, you understand? Many, the Western countries use media. There are so many information that are not in line with the truth, or they sometimes they carry out messages that project their interest. And I think that's the reason why the Arab nations also brought Al Jazeera so that they also can carry out high level of propaganda. And they are also doing well. You understand? They are doing well. So that is it. Propaganda against propaganda. So it's all about propaganda. The international relationship itself is about propaganda. Who propagate pass, and he will get the result. Resources conflict or resource conflict, fight over scarce resources like water, arable land, or energy. Dispute in the Nile Basin, Arctic claims. So many things in Congo is over gold. In northern Nigeria is over gold and also diamond and also so many other conflicts coming up there as a result of resources. So, but we have what are the causes of this kind of conflicts that we're having now? We have geopolitical rivalries, all right? Geopolitical rivalries. Now, power struggle between major states or alliances. For instance, now the US, China. I was listening, I don't know that it's ambassador to US or is ambassador to United Nations or the Chinese foreign minister, where he was saying that there's no war there's no cold war between between US and China. That the two countries are the largest economies in the world, and they are going to see that they bring peace to the world, because conflict, none of them, if they decide to engage in any war, none of them will win. None of them will win. Nobody will win. China will not win. America will not win. They will only bring destruction. They only bring destruction, but nobody will be a winner. Do you understand? So the only thing they need to do is to work together to build peace, and also empower people and make lives better. That's what he was saying, and I think it's the truth, because you cannot just come and beat China now. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. You cannot just beat China like easily, like no, I don't think so. Just like you cannot go and beat Russia easily. When NATO they were just doing gaga gaga. They only want to go and hide close to Russia territory to be spying here and there. And that is what Russia say no 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 no. Ukraine you will not join NATO. So what happened? It's there. You understand? So geopolitical leverage is what's happening. So ethnic and religious tensions. So long-standing divisions or persecution on the account of what religion, the Rohingya crisis, the Israel-Palestinian conflict. All of this has element of what religion. In the Rohingya is just the minority Muslims that are suffering. Do you understand it? Yes, yes, they're suffering. Religion. No, we used to hear of Kashmir, Prashant, you that you are in India or you are from India, you can tell us Kashmir conflict. It was a Muslim, the Houthis, the what do you call it? Is it Hindus? Hindus and the Muslims fighting. Do you understand? It was a religious conflict. Do you understand? Kashmir. So all of this, and even till today, in India, they still the issue of Muslim, Hindus, and the Buddhists, and all of those things are still there. Do you understand? The conflict is still ongoing. The issue of religion in Nigeria here, it has been there with us. Do you understand? Always there are clashes here and there. So climate change. But somebody is saying that the the new secretary that Trump appointed as the secretary of energy or whatever, he said there's nothing like climate change. Oh. The man said there's nothing like climate change. And if you look at what Trump is saying, he's saying that he's going to withdraw from that Paris agreement, that there's nothing there. You understand that it's not going to be part of that Paris agreement. And then he appointed someone that is saying to us that there's no climate change. So you see, they will tell us, we'll get to know more when they start their work. Do you understand? So, but climate change, let's believe now that there's climate change, the impact of climate change. So, maybe Trump is trying to dodge responsibility. He felt that America is contributing too much. So maybe that is the reason why he's saying no, there's no climate change. Maybe. So, but let's see. Climate change, environmental degradation, leading to uh, displacement, resource scarcity, and intensify competition. So the Sahel region conflict, where there's movement, do you understand? Because where there's desertification, drought, people move, looking for water, looking for grasses to feed the animals, and also looking for farmlands and all of that. So crashes here and there, conflict. So it's just climate change. Do you understand? So when droughts happen, when disasters, natural disaster occur, people move. Do you understand? And as they are moving, there's competition, there's tension, because the people who are going to host those that are moving consider them as invaders. Do you understand? So this is the issue. So it becomes a problem. So economic inequality. So disparities leading to unrest and political instability, because inequality is so pronounced in our society today. So pronounced. The the number of the haves and the haves not is not smiling at all. So the haves not continue to increase. In fact, and some of the people that are even are out of they are living above the poverty line tomorrow, because of the uncertainty of the economy, can go back into poverty. Do you understand? Because, for instance, now if you are employed and you are earning from that job, and then tomorrow you are sacked because of the uncertainty of the economy, what happened? Back to square zero. Do you understand? So these are the issues. Job security. When there's no job security, anything can happen. So inequality continue, and sometimes when things like that happen, depressions set in, and then you begin to see even domestic violence. You begin to see criminality. You begin to see kidnapping and ritual killings. You understand? As a result of what? Trying to meet up. So ideological extremism. So rise of groups promoting extreme political or religious ideologies like the Boko Haram, which the name we say implies what? Western education is prohibited. So whatever. So ideological extremism. You understand? So like the one the Taliban's are promoting. I think in Saudi Arabia now, women also they are allowed to drive now, right? But in those days, I don't think women they did not allow women to drive. Well, now I think women are driving. All right. So so many theologies. All right. So tools and dynamics. So advanced weaponry like drones, AI-driven systems, hypersonic missiles, and precision-guided weapons. So information warfare, social media as a tools for propaganda, privatization of war, that is using private military contractors like the one is was it Burkina Faso, which one that they hire? Well, this is Mali, Burkina Faso. One that hire the private military from Russia come and all of these ones. All right. Then globalized network. So all of that are there. So, but let's look at the role technology and social media plays in modern conflict. Okay, I want us to look at the role and the role technology and social media plays in modern conflict. Because these two are doing a lot harm. They are doing a lot good, and equally they are doing a lot harm. Technology is not bad. Is it bad? If technology is bad, me and you now, that is what we are doing here now, will not be possible. We are doing this because technology make it possible, right? But on another angle, people have defrauded people through technology. You understand? You know the young guy that was called Evasius. His name, I think that was the name of his company.
arrested. So went to several businesses to issues. Or if you know how they got the money. So I don't want to go deep into that one. So you can go and read it. I'm giving you a few. If you want to go and know much about the guy, Ephesians, right? You go and get to know more what happened, how they got the money, and how he was arrested, and all of that. You get to know more about it. So transforming how they are thought, communicated, and perceived. The war is, if you look at the war that is being fought in, or the war that is going on right now between Israel and Hamas, let me not say Palestine, and then between Israel and Hezbollah. Now, the perception of that war is different in the minds of people because of the media. The Western media are saying that Israel is fighting against terrorism, but the media in the Middle East are saying that these people are only freedom fighters fighting for their rights. They are hailing them. You understand? They are hailing them. So the perception is different, and the picture being painted even by the media, you know that the picture is a kind of, oh, these people are being maltreated. These people are being oh, this one, this one. You understand? That is the mentality. So these two are working on the perception of people. So that's why sometimes you look at it and say, Kai, Israel is a very wicked, Benjamin Netanyahu is a very wicked human being, because your perception has been worked on by the media. If you can go and open the comment section on Al Jazeera now concerning any report conflict that concerns Israel and Palestine or Hamas, you will hear the situation. Even Boko Haram, there were some people that sympathizes with Boko Haram. Do you understand? So that is just it. So, but maybe they did not just have the right media to paint the picture and make people to understand what they were actually going for. You understand? So, in their own case, it was more or less like they did not have the right media to, promote their activities. So, people did not pity them much like that. But if you see Hamas, Hezbollah, nations are supporting them, sending them money, sending them all manner of support. To some, they are just helping to fight a common enemy. So let's support them to go ahead and fight. Do you understand? So several things. So social media, or the media, both social media and the mainstream media, all of them are causing a lot harm, because some of these media houses do not understand the principles of peace journalism, or let me say peace and conflict journalism. You don't understand the principle. You understand? So, but let me not go deep into it, because maybe we have a course on peace and conflict journalism. Maybe one day we can also provide it here so that those are media practitioners can have an idea of. And those now, everybody's a media now. Everybody, if you go online, social media, everybody is broadcasting news. Everybody is giving you information. You understand? So everybody's a media. So we need to train people so that they understand the principles of peace and conflict journalism, because it will help you to avoid certain things, because there are certain things you talk about, you'll be arrested. And that's why some of them are being arrested, because they are speaking what they don't understand, or you may speak something that may cause violence and then you'll be arrested. You give a fake information that, you know, promote tension and then result into conflict. And what will happen? You'll be arrested. So, but let's look at the role of technology in modern conflict. We'll look at the role of technology before we go to the role of social media. All right. The role of technology in modern conflicts is advanced weaponry. Advanced what? Weaponry. Drones and autonomous systems. That is, drones are widely used for surveillance, targeted strikes, and what? Logistics. US drone strikes, Ukraine, Russia, and all of that. They use drones. Do you understand? Carry out surveillance and also basically you can send a drone without anybody inside. They go and do their work and return. You understand? But it is war that is going on. It's this that kind of machine we're using now, right? Cyber warfare. States and non-state actors conduct cyber attacks on critical infrastructure, steal data, and manipulate systems. Manipulate systems, steal data. That efficacious guy that I was talking about, if it took the FBI or CIA a lot deal for them to be able to trace to identify that guy. He was picked. He was shocked when he was picked because he never believed that he would be discovered. But how they picked him, he himself was shocked. You understand? So stealing data is easy. See your data. Manipulate you. AI and machine learning. AI is intelligence gathering, surveillance, and autonomous weapons development, increasing precision and reducing manpower needs. When it's set now, you can use machine to go and execute project and return. No need to carry plane and be flying human being inside. Stay behind. Send drones to go and do their job. Let them go and do the work. A human to come in and do their work. Do you understand? It's possible. We have a place where humans can also come in and do their job. You know, when one of the leaders of the Hamas was killed in Iran, in Tehran, it was not drones, it was human work. Follow him up and kill him. So they have their own place, but technology is helping us to do a lot. We can operate in a dangerous zone without minding. Do you understand? And even if we take it down, it doesn't matter. It's just a machine now. Another one will come. You understand? Intelligence and surveillance, high-tech satellites, facial recognition, and biometric systems enhance real-time intelligence collection and enemy tracking. They track you. That's just like that Hamas guy that I'm talking about. He was being tracked. You know, he landed in town. They say you are welcome, sir. We are waiting for you. Thank God you're here. We knew that you will come for this event. You are welcome. But we are not sure whether you witness it. You understand? Facial recognition. If you like change face, the way if you like behave, if I go and carry charcoal, cover your face, it will still identify you. Read your face like this. You understand? Face will come out very clear. Inside charcoal, they will separate charcoal and your face. You understand? They will separate charcoal and your face and then show you pepper. So intelligence and sovereign. So high-tech satellites, we talk about sovereign technologies are used to suppress dissent in authoritarian regimes. That is what the North Korean guy is using. That's why he's in powerful. Do you understand? He use some of these things. If you want to disagree with him, they'll pick you up. You finish. Authoritarian regimes. Do you understand? Pick you up. China, Russia. Russia, those guys. They're in democracy, but that democracy is a one kind democracy. More or less like authoritarian regimes. Do you understand? Pick you up. Rwanda, even Rwanda, our Rwanda members. Silence dissent. Do you understand? So if you're from Rwanda, no verse. Don't get angry with me, no. I'm telling the truth. Oh, Kagame, no. He's doing well, he's a good leader, but he's doing some things that are not encouraging. You understand? So that is it. I don't want to go deep so that because very soon I'll be coming to Kigali, right? So that people will not come and pursue me from Kigali. Say you, this guy, that I saw you online. You're talking about anyhow about our president, and you are here now. So we'll deal with you. So more than not deal with me. They come to Kigali very very soon. All right. Because Kigali is one of the cleanest city in Africa. I want to go and feel that cleanliness. So who is going to sponsor me? Those of you that are watching here now, who is going to sponsor? Because I have transport to even go. You are thinking already. So if you can sponsor me to go, fine. So I need a sponsor, please. So communication and coordination. Communication and coordination. Encrypted among combatants, insurgents, and allies like maybe WhatsApp and all of that, or telegrams by IS. Do you understand? So Telegram, for example, Telegram being used. Logistic and supply chain management. GPS technology, automated supply system, and robotic streamline the logistics of military operations. Do you understand? So these are the issues. So propaganda and psychological operations. Propaganda and psychological operations. Propaganda and psychological operations. Defects, deep fakes, and AI generated content are used to create disinformation and erode trust in media because some people are speaking, but they are not human beings. Some they even dub people's voices and they are using it. You understand? So if you hear if you hear my voice somewhere, listen very well again. It may be AI that is speaking, not me. They will dub my voice very well. You know, you see Indian films, they are acting. This one that have been translated and done, you see it. You understand? So all of this. So people can be saying something and then saying something else. Right. So let's look at the role of the media. The role of media in modern conflict. Amplifying propaganda. Amplifying propaganda. That is, well, you once you pay them, or once they have an interest in the matter, in such a way that you believe what you shouldn't believe. They will hike election and hike and make it so. See how some of those these media houses, it was Kamala Harris, they were promoting everybody. Kamala Harris, even if they want to say something that has to do with Kamala Harris and Trump, they will show Kamala Harris faces more than 20 times. They will show Trump once. CNN, Al Jazeera, all them. But at the end of the day, what happened now? So propaganda. Social media is used to spread ideologies, recruit fighters, and rally support, of course. Non-state actors like ISOs and Akada have, have effectively used platforms for recruitment and propaganda. We use it, pay young people, oh, come now, this is just a group, this is just a group. Before you join, they begin to brainwash you small, small, small. Before you know it, they'll give you assignment. Before you know it, they give you boom, tell you sweet things that you need to hear, and tell you why you are going on this mission and why it is important that you should go. And whatever happens, no problem. Mobilizing protest movements, right? The NSAS, the end bad governance in Nigeria, for instance, the protest against the finance bill in Kenya. All of those things were mobilized by the social media. You understand? Social media. For NSAS protests, they did not, nobody showed face to say I'm the leader. Nobody came out to say I am the leader of this group. But the protest was way coordinated. Why? Social media. One of the most well coordinated protests in the history of Nigeria was the NSAS protest. Right? It was well coordinated. Nobody identified himself as a leader, but information were being carried out, you know, and there was no issue. Everything was going on normal. You understand? So that's what happened. Misinformation and disinformation. Fake news and manipulated narratives can polarize societies. Yes. Destabilize governments and provoke conflict. Russian influence in US elections. You understand? So because so many things say, oh, Russia is attempting to interfere in American election, this one, this one. So many things create unnecessary tension. Somebody say, somebody will carry maybe a car will have just an accident victim, and then they will come and carry the picture and say, oh, Fulani Herdsmen attack 100 people, attack and kill 100 people in so 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 place. You understand? Oh, the cows of Fulanis were killed so 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 place. It's a lie. Oh. They carry just pictures somewhere and then put. and then somebody will be reacting somewhere. Do you understand? Somebody will be reacting. Why are you reacting? Have you go down deep to know the source of this information? We don't care at all. It has been said. Then you just activate the reaction mode, and then you begin to react and attack people unnecessarily. Misinformation and information. Anybody who is misinformed can be misled. Anybody who is misinformed can be misled. Yes, and so be well informed. If you hear any information, ask questions. Ask the source of the information. Yes, and before you jump into conclusion. Otherwise, you will be concluding for your own death. Social media is doing a lot harm as well as doing us good, but also doing us a lot harm, but also doing us good. So I don't know. It depends on how you use it. If you use it for good, it's for good. But you want to use it for bad, of course, it will not help promote society, but at the same time, it will not also promote you. So it's better you should use it for good than using it for bad, because at the end of the day, it does not help you. Do you understand? Citizens journalism. Citizen journalism. That's what I'm talking about. Individual people, bloggers, content creators. Everybody is a journalist now. Okay. Edo Ondo election before INEC will announce it. All right. Some of them will announce that election before INEC will come up with their result. This is the situation we are in now. Yes, sir. So they will announce the election before INEC will come up with their own result. But it's good though. And some of the things they say are truth. Forget it. Some of the things they do say are truth. Get the fact that we are not taking them serious, but some of the things they say are truth. So platforms enable civilians to document and share evidence of human rights abuses, atrocities, and war crimes in real time. Of course, that's why I see people like the very, very dark man going out, bringing out, unearthing some things, and then, as controversial as some of them will be, unearth some things, and then some of them land him into prison, but still come out and continue. Do you understand? So that is the issue. I think they are still in court right now, right? So that's it. Oh my goodness. Visual battlefields. Visual battlefields. Online platform becomes spaces for ideological thesis or battles with hashtags, viral videos, and memes influencing what? Public opinion. Impacts of technology and social media. What are the impacts? Positive impact. Let's look at their positive impact. Because is they are both sweet and what? Bitter. You understand? Good and bad. So, but like I say, it's how you use them that they will give you the result you want, either good or bad. So, impacts of technology and social media, positive impact, transparency and accountability. Technology help, to expose war crimes and also injustice. Some of the things going on, we are witnessing them live and direct. We don't need to money. In fact, if that kind of case is brought before me as the chief judge, I will not waste time to give judgment. Global awareness. Conflict in remote areas receive attention, mobilizing humanitarian aid. You understand? Global awareness, media, technology. As we are here now, we used to receive strange calls, strange messages. You understand? From diverse people, international community, people are calling. Some just call to say thank you for what you are doing. You understand? So that's what it is. Technology, awareness. So you people should help us to spread this awareness by this week now. Maybe by Wednesday, the training for social justice and advocacy, the flyer for it will be out. And then the flyer for the online induction in December, those that want to participate in online induction say, I cannot travel because long distance, I don't have money to pay accommodation, I don't have pool, I cannot be able to pay. With all work has been uh, there for me, so I'm so engaged, so I cannot be able to travel. It's coming up in December. You can do it at the comfort of it, just like you're doing this training now. We'll do the induction and then we'll package the material and send to you, and then refer you to our chapter to be engaged in the state chapter there. You'll be integrated and then you begin to participate effectively. International community. Yeah. We are going to also create a flyer to for those of you that want to represent the institute in your own country. You also take steps because once the portal is back, maybe we'll do something like that so that you can apply, or we can decide to use Google Forms so that you can apply and send us your CV. We'll look at it. Then by December, we'll sit and look at it. And those that qualify, we'll train them and then instruct them on what to do, and then commission them to go and represent the institute in their own country to start mobilizing members in their own countries to become members of the institute and do other greater works to bring peace in our world. Do you understand? So I think so. You are from Ethiopia, you are from Rwanda, you are from Kenya. No, in Kenya we already have people on ground. Kenya is just they're waiting for their training. Do you understand? Mhm. So Cameroon, Botswana. I have somebody. She's even online here. You understand? Uh, It's already. It's ready. It's ready. But we need others also to join hands with us because you cannot do it alone. So Lesotho, uh, I think I have people from the Gambia are here, Zambia are here. So just get ready. Uganda, thank you, are here. You understand? So we should just get ready so that we spread the message across the world. The world must have peace. There's what we call peace enforcement. Do you understand? Actually, I taught you this, peacekeeping and peace enforcement. So, by whatever means, whether by peace building or by peacekeeping or by peace enforcement, we enforce. But our enforcement is going to be different. It's not by carrying weapons. Our enforcement is going to be by our resilience, by our commitment, by our dedication. You understand? By our brutal passion for peace. will make us to win. So win more souls onto peace. You understand? So global awareness. I'm talking about global awareness. That's what led to what I'm talking about here now. Global awareness. So conflict prevention. Conflict in remote areas receive attention. All right. So predictive AI tools analyze social media and other data to forecast potential conflicts. Don't worry, this analysis that they're talking about here now, very soon. I don't know. There's there's one there's one gadget I'm looking at. Once I have it, you begin to see some of those analysis real time. So that will carry a policy of government and then I'll begin to assess it. Assess the policies on sectors, on conflict, on peace, on unity, on progress, that's development. Do you understand? So we'll look at it, those factors that these policies you can do it as well. So if you are head of department in your organization, you are head of your institution, or you are a member of the House of Reps or the State House Assembly, and a B is going on in your own assembly, we can help you to analyze it and see if this B is promoting unity or not. We'll analyze it and give you recommendations with strong reasons why it is promoting peace, why it is not. You understand? And factors will be identified. Makes sense. Very, very well. So we'll start doing that. So let's look at negative impact. Polarization. Social media echo chambers exacerbate division, polarization, right? Then manipulation. Governments and groups exploit platforms to spread what? Propaganda. So is who propagate pass and win. So we will speak pidgin here. So those of you that are joining from other countries, in Nigeria here, we have a language that originated from Wari. We call it pidgin. So if you are not interested in pidgin, then you are not yet interested in Nigeria. All right. So, but that's it. So manipulation, escalation, all right, misinformation can incite violence and prolong conflict. Yes, because the more you continue to feed on the fake information, the more you continue to boil inside. You are boiling inside, you are boiling inside. So any opportunity that comes in, you take it. Sovereigns and censorship are all. So let's look at some of the case studies. Ukraine-Russia war, drones, satellite imagery, and social media have been instrumental for both combat and world public narratives. Ukraine uses social media for global outreach, while Russia deploys disinformation campaigns. Disinformation. I get it now. That is, they will lie and tell you stories that you will hear. Arab Spring, social media platform plays a key role in mobilizing protests and exposing government reparations. It happens in Bangladesh of recent. The prime minister was kicked out. Do you understand? And she ran for her life. And the people took over because Myanmar Rohingya crisis are also there. So let's look at some of the cyber warfare and its implication for global peace. Cyber warfare and what its implication for global peace. Cyber warfare involving the use of cyber attacks by state and non-state actors to disrupt, damage, and gain unauthorized access to critical systems. You understand? Let's look at some key features. Key features of cyber warfare. Target. Critical infrastructures are being targeted and destroyed. Government system, defense, intelligence being infiltrated and corrupted. Data storing. You understand? So, private sector, corporates, financial system, supply chains, all are contributing. Let's look at the actors here. States sponsored, there is countries conducting cyber operations. Yes, there are countries that are attacking other countries. If they know that you're doing something here that will affect them, they will attack you and make sure that they destroy it. You understand? They make sure that they destroy it. Or make you weak. Non-state, there is activist criminal syndicates and terrorist organizations. So techniques, malware, and ransomware disrupting or hijacking systems, right? WannaCry ransomware, DS, DDoS attacks, overloading servers to crash online. So let's look at notable examples of cyber warfare. The Stuxnet, the Stuxnet, right? The Stuxnet. That's 2010. The U.S. Israeli cyber weapon targeting Iran's nuclear what program, sabotaging centrifuge and what delaying what enrichment progress. So that's what they're doing. Use this particular tool to disrupt activities. Russia or Russian cyber operations. There's interference in US elections via disinformation and data breaches. It's possible. Attacks on Ukraine infrastructure, power grid outage, NotPetya malware. So all of these are some of those examples. So let's look at the implication of these attacks. We have North Korea cyber crimes, that is cryptocurrency, theft, and financial system intrusion to fund the regime. So let's look at implication for global peace. When all of this happening, what's the implication for global peace? Destabilization of nations. No nation is, you know, is willing to watch things happen to them and they don't respond. So destabilization of nations. So when this happens, many nations are being destabilized. Energy crisis, disruption to power, grease, and pack. So erosion of trust. Trust in institution is being dropped because of what? Escalation risk. So lack of clear boundaries. Cyber war often operates in a legal and ethical gray zones, all right, increasing the potential for risk. calculations, or retaliations. Undermining international laws. Civilian impact, humanitarian consequences, cyber attacks on hospitals and public utilities. All of these have been contributing to affect the world. So, what are the strategies for mitigation? Strengthening cybersecurity. We have to invest in technology. International cooperation. Strengthening cybersecurity what is a factor to mitigate what we have discussed. So investment in robust defenses for critical infrastructure, training personnel to recognize and counter cyber threats, international cooperation, and several others. So this is the much we are going to cover for today. So if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, you ask. If you have no question, I have simulation topics, that is role-playing topics. We have from 1 to 50. I think we have about 72 groups, right? So we are going to start sharing. We'll start sharing the topics so that you start rehearsing. Some of them are not, topics are not hard, so but you have to rehearse and get yourself ready for the presentation very soon. The manual will be ready by tomorrow, at least the part A. The manual will be ready by tomorrow, right? So that you can make use of it. So if you are yet to be in a group, I will still make announcement in the group so that group leaders who are now up to 20 will drop their link so that those that don't have a group can also participate. So if you're a group leader, if you are now up to 20, your group, add others. So if you are not in any group, just wait in a group, just wait in our main group. A group link will be dropped so that you can use it and follow up. Right? So thank you very much. Have a wonderful night to rest.